let us consider an example of cos is equal to minus 3 by 5, and they have given that x is lying, that the angle x is lying in the third quadrant, which means this portion, right? That portion. And do you all know at this particular portion which is positive? Tan and its reciprocal, that is tan and cot. Cos is negative. Yes, it is satisfying the question given. Cos is negative already. Yes. So, with keeping that in mind, we find that third quadrant thing at the end. Okay. This is my procedure of solving the problem. You can follow different methods as well. Doesn't matter. So now here, what will I do here is cos x is equal to minus 3 by 5. So this thing is there here some. It's like this. Okay. This is minus 3 and this is 5. This is my x value. Okay, this is my x value is what we are telling about. Okay, this is how this particular diagram might look like. I need to find this one in order to find out the other trigonometric ratios. Finding out that one is simple. Yes, one. What will you do? Pythagoras theorem, if you want, you can apply directly Pythagoras theorem. What is it? That is the sum of the other two sides square, that is 5 square plus 3 square. Nobody wants you to substitute and all in the formula, etc. Just by using Pythagoras theorem, you can tell that this is so much. 25 plus how much? Did I miss? Sorry. What is cos? Cos is nothing but xn by hypotenuse. This is the hypotenuse which is given to you. Correct, no? So that will be the hypotenuse, which means that the unknown side is going to be 5 square is equal to minus 3 square plus that unknown side square. Whichever it is. I don't take it as x and confuse yourself. So ultimately I have seen few question papers, their answer papers, where they write it x and finally they write the answer as x and x is known and they'll stop it over there. They don't even know what has been asked. So what we'll do, I'll take this as any random term which you like and just keeping it as a bracket. So it should be the other side, it becomes 5 square plus 3 square is equal to 4 square, then it minus. Okay, because square of 3 is 9x. So it will be 25 minus 9 is equal to something square. This is going to be 16 is equal to that square. That value is going to be 4. Yes? Correct. So obviously this particular value is going to be 4. Now easily I can find out the remaining trigonometric functions. What is it? Sine of x. Forget about the symbol whatever is present over there. The sign of the numbers. Forget about it. I leave a space in between them here. So what is sine? 4 by 5. Agree? 4 by 5. Here, opposite by hypotenuse. So what I'm writing there. Then, next one function is tan. Tan is 4 by 3. I forget about the sign. I told you, I'm not looking at the sign. So 4 by 3 is over. Tan. Then after that, that is cosec. Cosec of x. I'm just writing the reciprocal of that now. It is 5 by 4. Then it is going to be secant, which is going to be the reciprocal of that 5 by 3. Then it is going to be cot of x, that is 3 by 4. Now come to the question of third quadrant. Cos is negative, yes. Sine is negative. Yes, sorry. Sine is negative, yes. Tan is positive. Cosec is negative. Secant is what is? Okay. Check your answer with this one. This is going to be how we can solve with the numerics. Then move on with the example. And I think for exercise, which exercise? Example 6 I have done. Check the example number 7. After that, move on to exercise 3.2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, up till there. I will tell regarding the next sum, that is about the conversion of greater degrees to lesser one, bringing it within the range. That one will do it later. You can move on with exercise 3.2 till problem number 5, including the example. Next one. Yeah, example number 8. Okay. For that, to understand, I'll explain on the few basic part. That is about in the quadrant itself, the revolution takes place in 0 degrees, Okay, 0 degrees to 90 degrees, then to 180 degrees, then this 270, then back to 360. Again, it will revolve in the same way, that is 2 times multiplied by twice, like that. It goes on in certain way, like this. So you should know one thing, that for these two values, that is for 180s and that is this position of that particular coordinate system, the functions, that is trigonometric functions, are going to remain the same as they are. That is, sine is going to remain the sine itself, cos is going to remain as cos itself. Whereas these two places, that is the complementary angle is present over there, that is 90 degree, and we are also 3 times of 90 degrees present here, which means the function, the trigonometric functions are going to change themselves into complementary functions of that. That is, if sine was there here, it would change itself into cos. Like that only the other trigonometric functions. So keeping this in mind, usually whenever something is given in this way, I need to simplify and find their value. I don't know what is this 31 pi by 3. I know what is pi by 3. Yes? How much is pi by 3? 60 degree. So this 60 degree, if I multiply it 31 times, it is really difficult for me to find out the value of that. But I know what is pi by 3. I know what is 60 degrees. I know 60 degree angle. So how can I simplify this? What will I do here is, just check. Just that 3 pi by 3, this one, I will write the numerator as 30 pi plus 1 pi divided by 2. Okay? You understood what? Let's just set up the numerator and just write it as 30 pi plus pi. That is 31 pi itself. Now I will separate the denominators respectively. 30 pi divided by 3 plus pi divided by 3. Yes? So check it. It cancels 10 pi. It becomes as sine of 10 pi less pi by 3. Correct or not? So even pi multiplication of even pi. Odd pi, that is this 1 into pi, is going to be positioned here. Is going to be positioned at this particular point. If it was an odd number over there, that is multiple of an odd number here, this would be here, and less of an any angle would come into the fourth quadrant. Agree or not? You should imagine most of the things here, okay? I'll give an idea what it is. You should imagine and think. What if the pi had an odd number multiple with that? Then the addition of that with the addition of an odd multiple of pi with any angle, even if it is 1 degree also, it would come to the fourth quadrant, third quadrant, agree or not? Yes, it would fall in the third quadrant. If it was odd multiple of pi less than, that is minus of that one, if it was something like 3 pi minus of any angle beta, it would fall in the second quadrant. Suppose if it was 3 pi plus any angle of this theta, it will fall in the third quadrant. Understood? You are understanding my idea? So this is how you can imagine about that. Okay? So the odd multiple, I told you all about odd multiple now. What if I take an even multiple? Do you all agree it will fall on this particular portion of line? The even multiple of pi is going to fall on this portion of the line. Okay? So for this one, if it is going to be plus, it will be here in the first quadrant. Agree or not? If it is minus, because this is plus, if it is minus, it is falling in the fourth quadrant. So even multiple I am talking here, that is 2n pi plus theta will fall on the first quadrant. 2n pi minus theta is going to fall on the fourth quadrant. Understood? So this is the imagination what I am doing here. And here I can talk about is 2n pi plus pi. Okay, 2n pi. So 2n plus 1 pi. This is odd, this is even. You understood my point, right? So here it is going to be in the first point. Now check here. Even multiple of pi plus of any angle. Which quadrant? Even multiple of pi plus of any angle will lie on the first quadrant. First quadrant, what is sign? Positive. All the functions are positive. And also, this thing is in this range where the function won't change. Correct? No, it is not a complementary value. So which means the sine function is going to remain the same as that of I can write this particular thing as like this. Why? Because in the previous graph thing, you remember, right? In that Sine repeats itself after every interval, after every revolution. After every revolution, one revolution, it is going to repeat the same set of values. That is, even multiple of pi will repeat its value. That means something plus 60 degree. Something plus 60 degree is going to be 60 degree itself. Yeah, that is even multiple plus 60 degree is going to be 60 degree itself. So that's why sine remains as sine pi by t, and we know the value of sine pi by t, that is sine 60 as, and this is going to be a, okay. So you can solve it even if it is given in degrees. You can convert, you can write it in the form of within that degree. That's why I have given here 360 etc. and all that. Okay. So I think the next value will be how much? 4 times of pi. How much is that? 4 into 360? 1080 or 720? I have calculated. I'm very bad at maths. How much is 4 into 360? 4 times of 360? 144. Okay, so these are the values where it won't change, and also here this one as well. 2 times over here, 3 times of pi will be changed here, this one is here, then again over here. Okay, so these values, these are the two values which won't change and remain the same. So that is what